Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm just doing a follow-up little bonus vid for today because I touched in on holistic medicine, and apparently I carved out a little extra time, but not long enough to delve into history. We'll do that tomorrow because some of those vids, I didn't even know I put up a vid over an hour. Talk about chatty Cathy, huh? So some people just want to get right into the nutritional medicine. So I try to put shorter clips too for those on the go who are not feeling well and just need to know like some quick tips that they can do. And I like to give affordable solutions, especially when it comes to holistic healthcare. Otherwise known as orthomolecular medicine. Very, very great field. If you're into health, that would be a wonderful field. And another would be mercury filling removal. I could use one of those, guys. I got a couple in my mouth too. And a lot of toxicity and all this so-called fear mongering we're seeing all over the place. No need to fear. You can find vitamin C virtually in a lot of great places that you didn't think. A lot of spices we use have vitamin C. I love making my own taco spices. I put that blend, my own blend together, really, I sell on eBay. Because when you go to these stores, they give you everything synthetic, and then we wonder why we're sick, you know? Because they're not giving us anything with life or nutrition, whatever. So that's why we're doing all this work. Hopefully, we can all, go back to getting some land and bartering with each other and growing our own stuff, because I would love to do that. There's just so many ideas I have. So this is the time that we could learn, get really acquainted, and then have the skills, and then wherever life takes you, you'll know how to take care of yourself. And I try to give people holistic ways, because you got a lot of people saying, oh, you can buy just the ascorbic acid, just the powder, but we want to get it from whole food sources whenever we can. Vitamin C is a huge, huge vitamin that we don't get enough of, like the recommendation from your mainstream agencies will always be on the low side. So we can't get enough of this vital nutrient. So I'll put a little thing about onions today, because you can find vitamin C. I do vids on that. I try to show different sources like rose hips, cumin, that spice that I use to make tacos. That's probably why I love real tacos, not the packet you buy at the store that has nothing but freaking sodium dioxide in there and shit. No, actual real spices, because guess what? Your body is craving certain nutrients, and this will knock out a lot of what's going on. Just taught, instead of everything gotta be always a stinger, why not give your body the nutrients needed, and you can fight off a lot of things. So, this comment, modern medicine through the popular press, through the scientific literature, I'll let you read the rest because I'll get banned. I'll give you the truth. Vitamin C is an absolute, you see that word, right? I'll spell it for you. VIRUCIDE. That means in a test tube, if you have a V and you have vitamin C, the V is dead. Oh, there you go. You say that like blatantly, it's like, okay, adios, amiga. They'll tell me where to go. Vamos. And it's in the literature. This is by the esteemed Thomas Levy, or Levi, which they probably stole the name from the Levites, right? God's people know all about this type of medicine, right? The Bible is clear. Herbs were for the healing of the nations, and many herbs, foods. That's why Mammy, or Grandma, or Nana, whatever you call your elders, that's why their soups were so good, because I didn't realize that onions were really, really high in vitamin C. So it's the ultimate antitoxin. We talk about toxicity, so make sure in different sources, maybe lemons, whatever. Rose hips are pretty good. That's why I put up a rose hip video. I was really excited about that, because that's a source you can find locally. And I'm sure whatever state you're in, they're going to be sources. Like, get yourself a book, an edible plant book, and you'll be surprised of the nutritional content. And pine needles, guys. Even if you're in the cold region, I'm in Massachusetts, you can still, there are still evergreens, as the Book of Enoch talks about. There are trees that keep their foliage, right? So get yourself some pine needle tea and look up that. That can be a whole other video. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of inspiration on why vitamin C is so important. And it tells you there's no definable toxic dose. It's not a fat soluble vitamin like vitamin D. Apparently with vitamin D, that can really hurt you if you take too much. I didn't realize, but that is true. I guess because it's a fat soluble. So I found this here. This was such a great article that I even printed it out. So I wanted to share it. I'm like, hey, if you can only get some onions, because, you know, my husband wasn't feeling so hot. So, like, I literally cut onions too. Not only do, of course, we make soups and things like that with it. And that's why, you know, old school soups are so good. It's good to cut it out, you know, like cut it in little pieces and put it in a bowl or wherever, and it'll absorb all the toxins in the area, so that's pretty neat. So it says onions is an underground plant. Of course, if you have your own garden, this is something you could grow. So, and it's best for cancer and diabetes, okay? So get that up, you know? And so what if you get like a fever? Like, people don't even realize, I'll have to do a vid, but I'll have to do it on my backup channels, because you try to tell people about their health and how their body works, you know? Tim Morrow, he was such a great herbalist. The esteemed Tim Morrow, he has his channel still up. His children still carry it forward. He passed away, but he was really great, so I got a lot of inspiration from him. Benefits of onion peel. The outer skin is a rich source of quercetin that's behind the properties of onion skins. It's an antioxidant, anti-allergic, a lot of the stuff we've been talking about, anti-inflammatory, antidepressant, anti-cancer, anti-hypertensive. People, oh, blood pressure, and you know, my pills. My mother was big on that. Yeah, as it's, you think it's lowering your blood pressure, it's rotting your brain. She was getting crazier by the second. That stuff really, really messes a person up. But yeah, they think they need it. Oh, and reduces cholesterol. Yep, they give you 2 different medications to this, right? Those are 2 big sellers, so you can knock that out. Why not give the Most High's medicine a chance? And even for your hair, you can blend this, cut it in little pieces, blend it in a blender, make it all mushy, I guess, strain it, right, in a bottle. You can mix it with a little bit of water, obviously put essential oils for the smell. And you'd be surprised how great it is for your hair, and it will take care of dandruff, okay? And improves hair color, gives you a bright and shiny look. It will strengthen your hair. So just little things like this, just breaking it down. It's simple, but it shows you time and time again how the Most High told us constantly, right? It's still always giving him the glory, because this field right here is, you know, this is how they're really, you know, and it's only, you know, they're taking care of humanity in a way they're not thinking, because people are supposed to be healthier than ever, right? With all these so-called advances in technology. Like, where is your God now, people? Where is your science? Your science is dead. Your science is trash. Your fallen God is garbage, because anytime you run a person in the system, you give them all the stuff, most of them go on the other side, and then they act like they don't know, you know, when they don't get the results they want. And it's already showing now. There's so many demonstrations everywhere, you know. It's like, it's done, you know. Like, let's go back to what's real, and we're going to give people real tangible solutions that they can do. This is very inexpensive. We overlook these things, like, you know, even the Greeks knew. Hippocrates says, let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food. It's such a simple but real hard-hitting quote, because you're like, literally, you break down each thing, each spice, you can see how spices were used as currency. once upon a time in China. You can see that. Black pepper was used as currency because we forget the value. Why? Because they knew that shit was medicine. They knew. And so, great, better skin. If you have immunity issues, we're all dealing with a lot of the Revelation 9 agenda. Get this in your diet, at least cut it up, have it around the house. You can get it in different ways, but you see why soups are so good for you. So stop making more of that, okay? Because you see a lot of the elder generation who still ascribe to the ancient ways. They still look pretty damn good. You see Tim Morrow, I'll do more vids with him, like, because this stuff is timeless. He was in his 80s doing his videos. Look up Tim Morrow. Go on his YouTube channel. He looked amazing. And he was eating like this. And it was so simple, but to people, I guess it's too simple, right? They want it really, really complicated. They need all their gods of science and technology. They need their flashy machines and their sharp knives and their sharp needles, you know what I mean? So right here, like, this is really great. Have you ever wondered why, like, your eyes tear up when you smell onions? These tears remove all the dust particles and other intruders from the eye. This improves your outlook and prevents you from cataracts. Its purity helps blood to circulate through the body. It causes sweating. That's why even when your body is not well, it'll heat up. It knows what it's doing. Because sweat helps effectively to eliminate fever, colds, flu, and other infections. Did you know the magnetic strength of onions attracts all microbes and bacteria? That's what I meant by leaving it out. It'll attract it, the air, whatever that's bad for you. And you'll notice that the air quality will get a little bit better in that area you put it in. When someone gets sick, keep the onions under the person's feet. Place a few pieces of onion near the person even so they can breathe it in. They will remove toxins from the body. Do you want to breathe bacteria-free air? Cut onions and cut into various parts of your house overnight. You get clean air of bacteria. See, just small steps, but it's tangible. So you use these onions. It's a high source of biotin, so no need to be eating eggs, guys. No baby chicks anymore. It's horrible what we're doing. And a lot of us have egg allergies for good reason. Rich in biotin for maintaining blood sugar balance. So this is a great little chart or a screenshot you can even save. Offers the body amazing cardiovascular benefits. Act as an anti-inflammatory food. And good source of fiber for healthy digestion. Full of manganese for bone production. Contains vitamin C for clear skin. Has been shown to ward off certain cancers. Believed to help relieve coughs. Has properties to relieve asthma symptoms. I know it's hard to see. And reduces the amount of free radicals. It can help you from heat stroke, lowers bad cholesterol, and reduces a lot of people with the heart issue from the scorpion stings. If you think you can take the juice, many studies claim that onion juice is one of the most powerful tonics. Mix a little onion juice with a little honey. Put 1 or 2 drops in your eyes every day. That's a pretty good idea. I guess it helps with your hair too if you're having issues with thinning hair. Anybody? You can cut fresh onions, squeeze your juice, rub it on your scalp with your fingertips for 10 minutes. Do it twice a week. After 2 to 3 months, you can see new hair growth. A lot of this stuff is very effective. A lot of the chemicals and the stupid products that are out there will make the situation worse. So, what do people have to lose, right? Give it a try. Onions are rich in natural antioxidants called quercetin. This protects the body and prevents cell damage from free radicals. Who knew? Onion juice, it actually works for sunburn too, guys. Rub the chopped onion on the affected area to remove the sunburn. It's so cute. It has antibacterial properties that help kill infections and heal wounds. For cough even, you can try a little onion juice. I don't use honey, maybe maple syrup. Relieves sore throat and cough. People with anemia, women, you have a high incidence of anemia. You can increase your HB level with onions. Not sure what she means by soccer ball. She probably has a funny personality, this girl. But oral problems, get used, just chew a few pieces every day. It'll kill germs in your mouth. It'll help if you have a low libido, couples. There you go. And this will definitely doesn't really give exact, but it says it helps with that. I like it when they're more specific, but it's pretty good. It has an aphrodisiac property, that's why. So it curbs impotence, so that's good. See, eating healthy, because all the crap that they give us does the opposite to impede the body's natural state of being, right? And it says take onion, peel it, and cut it into pieces. Put it in a pan and add 50 milliliters of water. Boil until it remains, reduce it into its 1/4. Let it cool. Divide the preparation in 2 parts and have it twice a day. You can have it says honey, but any type of thickened sweetener. You can use it for dysphoria or dysuria, which boil 10 grams onion pieces in a 40 milliliter water. You can drink 10 milliliters of it twice a day. So it really gives you, even scabies. I've heard people, even in jail, that's a big deal in jail, right? And for scabies, it's a really terrible infection that you hear people get. And so you can boil the skins, 4 to 5 onions for half an hour in 4 cups of water. Let it cool, then apply the liquid all over your body. So see, that woman just needed that, right? And there's no side effect. Look, when they show you the side effects, there's barely any. It's a little burning in your chest. Nothing like what the medical industry stuff is going to give you. So check this out. If you haven't checked me on Facebook, I have a page, Kadesh Gardens and Dia Dash. So please, if you haven't, come visit, because I always put stuff like this, like different thumbnails, all about like the chemicals in our products and why it's not good to buy commercial and do things holistically. So see, I even show how the taco spice, I put a picture up, how it has all this junk that's so bad for you. Silicone, guys. We all know what that does to you. They put all this stuff in. So I just do stuff like that because I like to show the Most High's medicine, because you can see how onions are really high in vitamin C. And vitamin C has so much that goes with it that we can do vids and vids on that, and you'll never get bored, because there's just so much data. So for all the freaks out there who hate on this stuff, you got nothing. We got plenty of scientific research, and the person who put this data base together, he goes by the name of John. He must be another, spiritual warrior. I tried donating to his webpage because it's so vast with information, but it's like I don't know what happened to him. I can't get a read on him. He doesn't reply. I hope he's okay, because he was asking for a little help to get a laptop, like small donation. And I was like more than happy to, because he had reference too. And I don't just use his own thing. I use so many, but I just like how he put it all together. So if you ever get in touch with him or whatever, know what happened to him, I would so appreciate that, because I like putting stuff from his page. So I'll put this link with the vitamin C banners along with the onions. That way you can see all the references. It's trash when they try to hate on us. They got nothing. You got all these doctors, MDs, whatever you need, all the alphabet freaking little stamps that you need after their name to make you feel all cozy inside, because it seems that's all people care about, even though the Most High says not to regard titles, but here we go. It's all people want to hear, and that's why they get screwed up and sick and being taken advantage of in the system. So tomorrow I'll go into some history stuff. I hope this was helpful. I just wanted to make a brief bonus vid after my other vid, because I touched on onions, but I didn't go into why it's so good. So I hope this motivated you to go buy some, or at least grow some if you can. All right, have a wonderful day, and be well.